Hello and warm welcome to all of you. Dear students, today I am here with the fifth part of Civics, chapter number 5, Judiciary. In the previous lecture, we had discussed system of appellate in our country with the example of Lakshman Kumar and Sudha Goel. The above case of the dowry rate falls within what is considered a crime against society and is a violation of criminal law. Lakshman Kumar and Sudha Goel case, we can say that it was crime against society and it was a violation of criminal law. In addition to criminal law, the legal system also deals with civil law cases. So today we are going to discuss different branches of the legal system. Today we are going to discuss criminal law and civil law as different branches of legal system in our country. First, we will try to understand what is criminal law. Criminal law deals with conduct or act that the law defines as offences. In this type of cases, the conduct or act of the person is defined as offense, as illegal, as immoral or against the society by law. For example, theft, harassing a woman to bring more dowry, murder, cheating, physical injury. These kind of cases we can include in criminal law. Theft is there, robbery is there, cheating with the people, physical injury, murder, harassing of the woman. These kind of cases are included in criminal cases, or we can say these kind of cases deals under criminal law. Now we will see what is the process to get the justice for such criminal law. So it usually begins with the lodging of an FRI. This criminal law begin with the lodging of an first information report. FIR, first information report, with the police who investigate the crime, after which a case is filed in the court. In the case of theft, robbery, murder or physical injury to anyone, person is going to file FRI with the police. After losing FRI, police start investigation and try to get the evidence of that incident. If the person is found guilty, the accused can be sent to jail and also fined. After FRI, police start investigation, and if person found guilty, the accused person can be sent to jail, and even the person has to pay the fine which is decided by the court. So these kind of cases we can call criminal cases. Again I am repeating, criminal cases or criminal law deals with the conduct or act that the law defines as offences. For example, robbery, theft, murder, harassing of women. When such thing happen, person is going to file FRI in nearby police station. Police start investigation, and if person found guilty, accused can be sent into jail and even has to pay fine. So these we can call a criminal law. Now I will explain civil law. Civil law deals with any harm or injury to rights of individual. Civil law deal with any harm or injury to rights of individuals. For example, dispute relating to sale of land, purchase of goods, rent matters, divorce cases. In such, the rights of individual are harmed by other person. So the person has to be filed, a petition has to be filed before the relevant court by the affected party only. In the case of dispute relating to sale of land, purchase of goods, rent matters, divorce cases, petition has to be filed before the court. By affected party. For example, in rent matter, either the landlord or tenant can file a case. So here you have to keep in mind, civil law deal with the harm or injury to rights of individuals. The court gives a specific relief asked for after hearing all the witnesses, after checking all the proof related to that case. Court gives specific relief asked for example, in case between landlord and tenant, the court can order the flat to be vacated and pending rent to be paid. Suppose a landlord and tenant case is there, and tenant is not paying rent to the landlord, so court can give order to pay the pending rent, or even also give the order flat or land to be vacated by the tenant. So here you have to keep in mind two branches of the legal system is there in our country. One in the form of criminal law and second in the form of civil law. So civil law, as we discussed, deals with any harm or injury to rights of individuals. Criminal cases deal with conduct or act that can be defined as offense by the law. So these are the two branches of legal system in India. Now here the question is there, if any of the above criminal or civil law is violated, so the people have right to access the court or not. All citizens of India can access the court in this country. This implies that every citizen has right to justice through the court. If something happened wrong, so all the citizens of our country, they have right to approach the court, they have right to access, they have right to go to the court for protection of their fundamental right or protection of their individual life. As we discussed earlier, courts play a very significant role in protecting our fundamental right. If any citizen believes that their rights are being violated, then they can approach the court for justice to be done. We discussed that in the role of judiciary. Judiciary protect the fundamental rights of the citizen of our country. If any person believes that his or her fundamental rights are violated by any organization, by any person, or by any government activities, he or she has right to approach the court for the protection of fundamental right. The courts are available for all. In reality, access to court has always been difficult for vast majority of the poor in India. In case of violation of fundamental right, in our country, each and every citizen has right to approach the court. But this is reality, that courts are available for all people in our country. But access to court has been always difficult for vast majority of poor in our country. All people can access to court, but these things are not the same in reality. Access to court has always been tough for the poor. These people do not dare to go to the court because they know that the legal procedures are very lengthy. Access to court is there for all people, but poor people, they do not dare to go to the court because they know that the legal procedure of the court is very lengthy, or the legal process of the courts are very lengthy and complicated and involve a lot of money. The procedures of court in our country are very lengthy, complicated, and even they have to use a lot of money. So here, for poor person who cannot read and whose family depend on daily wage, the idea of going to court to get justice often seems remote. In such situation, those people who are poor and who are getting daily wages, so these people, they do not dare to go to the court for getting justice. Actually, right to approach the court, all citizens of India can access the court, but poor people, because of their poor financial condition, they do not dare to go to the court. Even they believe the procedures of the courts are lengthy, complicated, and money demanding. So they try to avoid to go to the court, and this way they become the victim of powerful people in the society. So with this, I would like to conclude my today's lecture. Inshallah, in next lecture, I will try my best to complete the chapter. Thank you very much for your cooperation.